Hello and welcome. My name is Patrick. I'm the founder of Rimpage, and today we're going to watch a Rimpage match. I invite you to stick around and watch the match with me. This is Rimpage 1v1 action. You can see the slide here. Who is the best? That's the question that Rimpage exists to answer. Because we know for certain that someone is the best. Some player in every city in the world where basketball is being played, there's one player who's better than all the others. Have you ever thought about that? In every city in the world where basketball is being played, there's one player who's better than all the others. Wouldn't you like to know who that player is? What if you could go to Google and type in who is the best player in, and whatever city you named, you could hit enter and Google would show you a picture of a Rimpage athlete who won the city championship trophy for that city. And you could also type in who is the best player in every state. Whatever state you put in, once again, Google would populate a picture of a Rimpage athlete who won the state championship for that state with all the stats, when the tournament took place, who his opponent was in the final round of that tournament, how many points were scored, what his stats are, what his season ranking and rating and win-loss record is. What if all of that information could be captured for every player so that basketball fans can type in who's the best player in whatever city, state, country, and a, a picture would populate. Hey, thank you for joining us. If you can hear me, please just tell me where you're joining from, where you're watching from. We're going to watch a Rimpage 1v1 match here in a few moments. I'm just explaining some stuff about Rimpage. We're going to go over the rules. I'll show you who the two players are, and then we'll watch the match. But if you would, please just let me know where you're watching from. And again, thank you for joining us. Also, it's an audio check. If you would, just let me know you can hear me. Let me know the audio is okay, so I know it's okay to proceed. Imagine if you were the best player in your city, but you don't get the respect for it, you don't get the rewards for it, you don't get the recognition for it, because the truth about who's the best isn't enough. There needs to be an event that establishes the fact. I see you guys joining. Thank you for joining. Just tell me where audio check, just to let me know you can hear me okay. Um, just type in there where you're watching from. So we're talking about this question, who is the best basketball player? Isn't it interesting that basketball has been around for over 100 years and no one is trying to answer this question? Who's the best in every city? Who's the best in every state? Who's the best in every country? Well, that's Rimpage's mission. And what I was saying is, it can be true that you're the best player in your city, but you don't get respected or rewarded or recognized for it until you win an event that establishes the fact. That's when you get the rewards. You can think of it like a boxing championship fight. At the beginning of that fight, one of those guys is the better fighter, but we don't respect that player or that fighter as the better fighter until he wins the match. Once you win that boxing match, that's the event that establishes the fact, and it's written in history and everyone accepts it. This guy was the better fighter. Well, we need an event in every city that establishes the fact. We know that somewhere out there, the best player is there in every city. We just want to put a crown on your head so you can get the rewards, the recognition, and the respect you deserve. We want to give you a stage. Uh, Excuse the interruption, just looking at a notification from TikTok. I may have some connection issues. If I do cut away, then I'm going to come right back. Um, if you would please share your live with your friends. Let them know that you're about to watch a Rimpage match. This is going to be a revolution. Rimpage is going to be the biggest basketball league on earth. We're going to have over 1 million athletes worldwide competing in this league. And everyone can compete right there in their city. Doesn't matter where you are on earth. You can compete in Rimpage in your city for your city championship. This is the trophy that city champions will get, the Kafira trophy. If you Google how many cities are on Earth, it'll give you something like 10,000 cities. So there will be 10,000 of these Kafira trophies that we give out to city champions. And along with the cash prize and the Kafira trophy, you're automatically entered in the state tournament to see who's the best player in every state. So this is going to be a showdown between all the city champions. Who's going to get that Omega trophy? If you win that state trophy, that puts you in the national tournament. We want to know who's the best player in the country. So you can see there are 4 stages to this. We call this the Golden Tetrad. who's going to get all 4 trophies. Only one person can get all 4. 200 people can get 3 of them, but only one person is going to win that Lions tournament and be crowned the best basketball player on earth. So I hope you can see it's a huge mission. We want to know who's the best player in the world, but it's a simple process that we follow to do that. A championship tournament in every city to determine city champions, a state tournament to determine the state champions, a national tournament to determine who are the 200 best basketball players on earth, and those 200 players compete in the Lions tournament to see who's the best in the world. We want every basketball player on earth, age 15 and up, to get ranked. Join Rimpage, start competing in your city, get ranked. Now's the best time to do it because no one else has done this before. So it's like staking your claim, plant your flag, be the first player in history to get the #1 ranking in your city. And then begin your quest for the Golden Tetrad. Okay, so again, we're going to watch a Rimpage match here. I want to let you know the rules for Rimpage matches, how this works. So let's have a look at that. Rimpage matches are played to 12 by 1s and 2s, but we have shot boxes. And if you score from inside of a shot box, you get a certain number of points. On the wings, we have 2 3-point boxes. If you hit a shot from there, that's not worth 2, it's worth 3. At the half-court line, center court, we have a 4-point shot box. If you hit a shot from there, it's worth 4. Now imagine how he does that a couple of times. You're up 2 points on him. So this changes the strategy. It draws the defender out. He's got a guard against that 4-point box, but now he's out at half court. If you pump fake him, you have the whole rest of the court free to drive to the basket. So the shot boxes add a new layer of strategy to these Rimpage 1v1 matches. Also, I know a lot of guys, when they hear about 1v1, they're concerned about that 6'8" guy who's just going to back them down and drop the ball in the basket. Well, guess what? There is no backing down allowed in Rimpage. We don't allow that. The reason is we want those 6'8" guys to show us a little more skill than just using their mass to back someone down. So it is against the rule in Rimpage to back a guy down and just drop the ball in the basket. You can back them down, but you have to take your shot from outside the key. Okay, so first rule there, Rimpage matches are played to 12 and change of possession after each made basket. It's not make it, take it. You score, and now you're playing defense. And it's first one to 12. You don't have to win by 2. You just have to be the first one to 12. We play to 25 rounds. We're not going to have 30 and 40 possessions in a match. After 25 possessions, if you can't score 12 points, that match is over. Whoever has the highest score at the end of 25 rounds is the winner. If the score is tied, whoever reached that score first is the winner. There's no such thing as a tie in Rimpage. There's always a winner at the end of every match. You're allowed a maximum of 2 shot attempts, which means you're allowed 1 offensive rebound per possession. If the ball goes out of bounds, then possession changes. Doesn't matter who touched it last, your possession is over. You call your own fouls. There's our backing down rule there. And all matches must be pre-scheduled. So as a Rimpage player, you choose who, when, and where you play. You just go to the page, the web page, and you schedule your matches. And you can challenge anyone ages 15 and up, male or female. Again, we just want to know who's the best. If a female is the best player in that city, we encourage her to join. We don't want to shut her out and say this is male for males only. Any player. Essentially, we want every player in the world to join Rimpage and to get ranked, because that's the only way we're going to be able to crown a world champion. I know a lot of leagues crown their champions a world champion, but here's the fact, guys. If your league doesn't allow every player in the world to compete, you can't call your champion a world champion. Rimpage is out to crown the true world champion, so we have to let every player in the world in this league. So that's our limit. Age 15 and up, you can join and play in Rimpage. We want to give you that stage. If you think you can be the best player in your city, here's your stage. Join Rimpage and start competing. So with that said, there is no draft lottery, there are no scouts, there are no coaches, there are no tryouts. You just click the button, you join. It's $20 a month to be a Rimpage athlete. That just helps us maintain the platform. And there's your stage. You can compete in front of a world audience. All right, so those are the rules. Here's our first player here. This is Cody Little. Cody competes for the city of Fort Worth in Texas. And Cody's trying to get into the 1,000-point club. When you score 1,000 points as a Rimpage athlete, then you get into the 1,000-point club. And then there's a 2,000-point club and a 4,005, and it just keeps going. Well, Cody is 751 points away from getting in the 2,000-point club. His record is 13 and 10. He wins 57% of his matches, and he's the 8th highest ranked player in Rimpage. He scored 249 points so far. And his opponent is Marcus Billiard. So this is Fort Worth versus Dallas. Marcus competes for the city of Dallas. He is 54 and 25. He's won 68% of his matches. 68% of his matches. He's the second highest ranked player in Rimpage, which is quite an achievement for Marcus because he had a rough start. He lost his first 7 matches. He lost. But then he made it. He set a goal. He wanted to get into the top 15. Then he wanted to get into the top 5. And then he passed up our second-ranked player, and he became the second-ranked player in Rimpage right now. Marcus is 206 points away from getting into the 1,000-point club. So we're going to see a match between Marcus and Cody here, played by Rimpage rules. So let's go to that match. All right, guys, are you ready? Are you ready to see a Rimpage match? Here we go. Let's start it up. All
right. Cody and Marcus.
Okay, that's Cody with the gray shirt on. City of Fort Worth. He's going to start us off. This match, by the way, was played before we introduced shot boxes. So they're only playing by 1s and 2s in this match. And his opponent, Marcus Billiard, is in the blue shirt. Interesting fact here, guys. In this match, Marcus is 0-7. He has not yet won a Rimpage match. So he's taking on Cody Little, and Cody has first possession. Here we go. Score 2 points for Marcus.
What's that? What's that?
Possession Marcus.
Like taking the ball in? Oh, no, a lot of shooters. A lot of shooters. Yeah, I like your style.
So far, these guys are hanging out on the 2-point line. He's going to attack the basket. 2-0 Marcus, third round. Cody, 2-pointer. No good. Cody's trying to feel his range. Trying to get that shot going. Marcus, inside the 2-point line, score. Marcus, 3-0 for Marcus. Cody starts us off in the fourth round. Down 3-0. Another two-pointer. This is the beginning. Cody's really relying on that shot. Can't let Marcus get too far ahead. Fade away. Good defense. Good defense. Hands up, no foul. Pressure the shot. Okay, now he goes to the basket. Shots up. No good. Can't get any offense going. Good defense by Marcus. And a rare left to the left. Guys, don't go left. Cody, deep. Sorry, Marcus from the 2-pointer is good. Marcus is starting to go away here.
Yeah, he's rolling.
He's running away from this. Remember, we only played the 12. And there's a score by Cody. 2-5, 6 rounds. Marcus up by 3. Oh! Okay, consecutive baskets here. 2 points for Marcus, puts him up 7-2 in the 6th round. Cody again. Nice 2-pointer by Cody. He's trying not to let Marcus run away with this match. 7-4, Marcus. Both guys are shooting well now. Trying hard. Great contest. We call foul here. No foul call. It's a good defense by Cody. Contested that shot. Cody again, deep 2-pointer. It's good. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? He didn't even look. Right after he released it, he turned away. He knew that was good. Let's see that one again. This is Cody. Marcus taking his shot. Good defense by Cody. Testing the shot for a foul. Okay, foul is after Cody takes the shot, he doesn't even look. He knows it's good. Come on, give it to me. There it is. Look at that. He doesn't even look. Let me go back again. Speed it up a little. Look at that. He knew it was good. 7-6. And look at that. Just like that, Cody's back in the game. 8 rounds in, and the score's almost.
Wow.
Cody really relies on that jump shot. He's a big guy. You would expect him to try to use his muscle under the basket, but Cody relies on that jump shot. Marcus refuses to let go of this game. He's got it firmly in control. That was break time. At 8 points, then players take a break and then they come back and play. So we skip through that break, and this is after the break. The score is 9-6, 8 rounds in, and Cody has the ball. Here we go. Marcus has 12 points away from this match. Cody. No good. Cody's on the commitment to the basket. He has only one attempt inside that 2 Fade away. Good defense. No good. Good defense by Cody. 9-6. 10. Cody, 2 points. It's good. And that gives Cody the lead. Marcus fade away. It's good.
Yeah.
Marcus got it going. That's a good shot. Nice setup. Turn. Nice fade away.
Yeah.
Marcus can win another 2-pointer. Cody's got to do something here. He's got to make
10-8.
Okay, match point. 11. Win here.
10-8. 2-pointer wins it.
Still alive. It's good.
Wow.
Ties the score. And for the first time in the match, the score is tied here. Wow, Cody is really fighting for this match. But Marcus has been in control from the outset of this match. He's been in control, but now his lead is threatened. Score is his lead is threatened. Score is tied, or the game is threatened. 2-pointer could win it for either one of them.
Wow.
Here we go.
10 up.
Here we go. What do you think Marcus is going to do? Think he's going to go for a 2-pointer, or do you think he's going to drive? He could win it with a 2-pointer, but driving is a higher percentage shot. But Cody, with the way Cody is shooting, does he test it? Does he give Cody that opportunity? Like if he scores, the score is 11, and that means the ball is back in Cody's hands, and he can win it with a 2-pointer. Let's see what happens. 2-pointer. He goes for the win. Boom! He missed it. Okay, here we go. Cody can win it. That's a comfortable behind victory. Will Cody drive to the basket, or will he try to win it all with this 2-pointer? Here we go.
Oh! Oh!
Oh! He had an open.
Oh!
Could he have gone to the basket here? Did he have the lane to the basket? Great No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Got Marcus up in the air, but he didn't have the lane to the basket. So Marcus has recovered,
Oh!
stepped back, got a nice look at it, faded away, squared the shoulders. He got a
Oh!
nice look at that. Marcus's length may have been a factor,
Oh!
but he couldn't
Oh!
make that
Ho,
shot.
ho, ho, ho.
Here we go. Marcus with possession. Two-pointer wins it. Oh!
Oh! Whoa!
Look at that! Look at that move. Gonna replay it here. Behind the back spin move. Oh, he lost him there.
Oh!
Lost
Whoa!
him there. Nice. But 11 to 10, he's given Cody another match point attempt. So far, Marcus has had 3 match point possessions. This is Cody's second match point possession. He can win it with a 2-pointer here.
Wow!
Let's
Yes!
see.
Yes!
Oh,
Win! Oh!
Cody, 2 match point possessions. In the ball. Marcus can seal the deal.
Anything wins it. Yeah!
That's it. That's it. That's it. Marcus is our winner.
Man, good stuff. Love it. Cody and Marcus.
Right there. Okay, hope you enjoyed that Rimpage match. Thank you for watching. Matchup between Cody and Marcus. Wow, some good shooting in that match. Cody relied heavily on that jump shot, and it wasn't falling for him at first, but he got it going, and it was good enough to get him what was it, 2 match point possessions he had. So he really could have put that one away. Guys, that was Marcus's first win as a Rimpage athlete. He was 0-7 up to that point. And I remember watching his match videos because I do all the stats, and I was saying there's something about this guy that his record doesn't match what I'm seeing on the court. He's a good player. He's an efficient scorer too. He always had a high efficiency, like he would make every other basket, but his wins were not matching that. So he was like 0-7, and I had a conversation with him, and we gave him a couple books to read. And the other thing about Marcus is he would always ask, like after the match, he would ask, "What did you see? What did you see that I can improve on? How do you think I can get better?" So he's a student of the game, and he's always willing to put in the work to do better, and he wants that feedback. And we gave it to him, and he really turned it around. The other thing about Marcus that's interesting is he set a goal for himself. Even though he started out 0-7, he had a goal for himself. He wanted to get into the top 5, and eventually he reached that goal. Marcus is now the second highest ranked player in Rimpage. So that's another cool thing about Rimpage is you can start off slow. You don't have to have a perfect start. You can just commit to having a perfect inning, a perfect finish. And he did exactly that. He did exactly that. So thank you again for joining us. We're going to bring more Rimpage matches to this channel. So please follow. Please like. Also, guys, let me show you this. Rimpage athletes do not play under contract, but it will be really cool if you enjoy watching them play. Buy them a coffee, buy them a drink. You can go to that website right there, buy me a coffee, or cough.ee/Rimpage Pro1v1, and you can just make a donation if you like a player, you appreciate them. They would really appreciate that. Just show them some love there. Maybe say, here's $2 for Cody, or here's $3 for Marcus, or $15 a round of drinks for Rimpage and Cody and Marcus. Whatever you want to do there. But do tell us your name so we can thank you, and we're going to give a special surprise to one fan who joins. We're going to do a draw, and that fan will win a special prize. Remember, we had tournaments. We talked about those tournaments, so you might get free tickets to a Rimpage tournament. Could be a city tournament, state tournament, national tournament, or the Rimpage Lions tournament. We have rewards for our fans. So we're trying to grow the league. So if you know anyone who plays basketball, here's an opportunity. Pro 1v1. We have a battle royale every month. We pay the top 5 players in that. The amount they get paid depends on how many players join. This can go up into the thousands. You can get more money from Rimpage in 1 month than you make, say, with your regular job. So this is a way that players can get paid to play basketball. It's really cool, and it's open to all players. No more of that 99% don't make it and only 0.03% get picked to be a pro athlete. You can be a pro 1v1 player with a click of a button. It's all up to you. And then we give you the stage so you can show your talent to the world. It's a huge mission. We want to revolutionize basketball. We want to open a window so that players all over the world can be seen. Just imagine with me, players in Africa, players in Spain, players in Brazil, players all over on this Rimpage platform, and they can get noticed. We think of Rimpage like a ladder that allows you to climb from your city, wherever that city is, up to the world stage. So you can be in a small city in Canada, and you can climb up to the world stage, and the whole world can know your name. You don't have to leave your country to come to America because that's where the action is. Nope, just play right there in your city, become a city champion, and now you're on the regional stage. Win that tournament, now you're on the national stage. Win that tournament, you're on the world stage. It's a way for a player players anywhere they are to be famous and be rich as basketball players. Isn't that the dream? To be a rich and famous basketball player who's appreciated for your talent. Well, you can do that now with Rimpage. Thank you again for joining us. I'm going to bring you more Rimpage matches, so please follow. Please consider buying us a drink. You can just let us know who your donation is for, and I will get that to them, and they will really appreciate it, especially if they're players in your city. Okay?